Today, we are answering one of the most common questions I get from technicians who walk onto a Niagara job for the first time. Does the Fox protocol live at the automation level only, or does it run at the management level too? Short answer, both. Long answer, that is exactly what the next 9 minutes are for. Let's start with what Fox actually is. Fox is a proprietary TCP/IP protocol created by Tridium for the Niagara framework. It is not a field protocol. It is not BACnet. It is not Modbus. It does not run on a serial wire down to a VAV box. Fox is the language that Niagara stations use to talk to other Niagara stations, and that Workbench uses to talk to those stations. That's it. That's the whole job. Now let me put that on the 3-tier stack so the question actually makes sense. The bottom tier is the field level. That's your sensors, your VAV controllers, your unitary boxes, your AHU controllers. They speak BACnet MSTP, BACnet IP, Modbus, LAN, N2, sometimes proprietary stuff. The middle tier is the automation level. That's where your JACEs live. A JACE is a supervisory controller that takes all those field protocols and standardizes them into one consistent data model. The top tier is the management level. That's the supervisor plus your operator workstations and your dashboards. So where does Fox sit on that stack? Fox lives between every Niagara thing on that diagram. JACE to JACE, JACE to supervisor, Workbench to JACE, Workbench to supervisor. If both endpoints are Niagara stations, they're talking Fox. The protocol does not change just because you crossed from automation level to management level. It is the same protocol the whole way up. Let me say that another way because this is the part that confuses people. The protocol does not define the level. The level is defined by what the device does, not what it speaks. A JACE in a mechanical room and a supervisor in a server rack both run Fox because they're both Niagara stations. The supervisor is at the management level because of its role, not its protocol. Now let's get specific about ports because this matters when you start dealing with firewalls and IT departments. The original Fox protocol runs on TCP port 1911, unencrypted, plain text. If you sniff that traffic with Wireshark, you can see point names, you can see values, and depending on the version, you may see credentials. That's why nobody should be running plain Fox on a real network anymore. The encrypted version is called Foxwss, with an S on the end, and it rides on TCP port 4911. Foxwss is just Fox wrapped in TLS. Same protocol underneath, same data model, just encrypted on the wire. This is what you should be using on every modern Niagara job. Niagara 4.15 added a third option called Fox over WebSocket, abbreviated Foxwss. That one rides on port 443, the same port as HTTPS. The reason this exists is corporate IT departments. A lot of enterprise networks will not let you open port 4911 between buildings, but they will absolutely let 443 through. Fox over WebSocket is Tridium's answer to that problem. Same Fox semantics, tunneled through the same port your browser uses. Now here's a really important nuance, and it's the part of my chat answer earlier that I want to clean up. Not everything in Niagara is Fox. There are 3 things in particular that look like Fox but are not. Workbench connecting to a platform. That's a separate protocol called Niagarad, also called platformtls in its encrypted form. It runs on port 4911 in some configurations and 3011 in older deployments. Workbench uses it to do platform-level work like installing the station, upgrading the OS, managing licenses. That is platform communication, not station communication, and Fox does not handle it. The second thing that is not Fox is the browser. When you point a web browser at a Niagara station, you're using HTTP or HTTPS, ports 80 and 443. The station's web service handles that. The HTML5 client that loads in your browser may eventually open a Fox over WebSocket connection on top of that, but the initial page load is plain HTTPS. The third thing that is not Fox is the field protocol traffic. BACnet stays BACnet all the way up to the JACE. The JACE translates it into Niagara's internal model, and from there it travels up to the supervisor over Fox. So a single point value that lives in a VAV controller might travel BACnet MSTP from the box to the JACE, then Fox, from the JACE to the supervisor. 2 protocols, 1 value. Now let's talk about how Fox actually shows up in Workbench, because this is where the rubber meets the road. In every station you build, there is a driver under config/drivers called NiagaraNetwork. That driver is how this station talks to other Niagara stations over Fox. If you open NiagaraNetwork in Workbench, you'll see a list of remote stations. Each remote station has a connection definition, an IP address, a port, a username, a password, and a flag that says Use Fox, yes or no. That flag is the difference between port 1911 and port 4911. The supervisor's Niagara network is usually populated with every JACE in the building or campus. The supervisor reads histories from those JACEs over Fox. It pulls alarms over Fox. It subscribes to live points over Fox. If you want a graphic on the supervisor that shows the current zone temperature in a VAV box, the path is BACnet MSTP from the VAV controller, up to the JACE where it becomes a Niagara proxy point, then Fox from the JACE up to the supervisor where it becomes another proxy point that the graphic binds to. Now what about JACE to JACE? Same exact mechanism. If you have 2 JACEs in the same building and one needs to read a point from the other, you add the second JACE to the first JACE's Niagara network driver. That creates a Fox connection between the 2 automation-level devices. So yes, Fox absolutely runs at the automation level between peer JACEs with no supervisor involved. Let me give you the firewall view, because this is what your IT department is going to ask you about. If you draw a network diagram with 1 supervisor at the top and 3 JACEs underneath, the firewall rules you need are TCP 4911 between the supervisor and every JACE, in both directions if you want bidirectional Fox, or at minimum from supervisor to JACE if you only need pull style, TCP 443 if you also want browser access to the supervisor or to the JACEs directly, and inside each JACE, whatever field protocol traffic matters for the devices below it. UDP 47808 for BACnet IP, RS485 wiring for BACnet MSTP, which doesn't show up in your firewall at all because it's not IP.
Common gotchas. First one. Plain Fox on 1911 is still allowed for backwards compatibility with old AX stations. If you have a mixed AX and N4 site, you may end up running unencrypted Fox between them because the older station doesn't support modern TLS. Document that. Lock down the network around it. Plan to upgrade. Second gotcha. Foxwss uses TLS certificates. The first time 2 stations try to connect over Foxwss, you have to approve the certificate on both ends in Platform Certificate Management Allowed Hosts. If you don't, the connection just sits there saying SSL handshake failed, and the new tech stares at it for an hour wondering why discovery isn't working. That's why. Third gotcha. The user account on both ends has to match. Same username, same password, same authentication scheme. If you have an AX station talking to an N4 station, the N4 user has to be set to AX digest scheme. Otherwise, the AX side cannot authenticate. Easy to miss, hard to find. Fourth gotcha. Fox is not BACnet. I have seen people try to do BACnet IP discovery over a Fox tunnel and wonder why it doesn't work. Fox carries Niagara's internal data model. It does not carry BACnet PDUs. If you need cross-site BACnet, you set up a BBMD, or you let the JACE expose the points as Niagara proxy points and ride them up over Fox. So back to the original question. Does Fox run at the automation level only, or at the management level too? The answer is, it runs anywhere 2 Niagara stations need to talk. JACE to JACE at the automation level. JACE to supervisor crossing from automation to management. Supervisor to supervisor at the management level if you have a multi-master setup. Workbench to any of them as the engineering tool. The only place Fox does not go is down to the field. That layer belongs to BACnet, Modbus, LAN, and the rest. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember 3 things. 1. Fox is the protocol Niagara stations use to talk to each other, at any level. 2. Use Foxwss on port 4911, not plain Fox on 1911, on every job. 3. The level of a device is defined by its role, not its protocol. That's the tip. What would you like to see next? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.